Where's Prince Harry? Neighbors caught Meghan Markle slept with many men in Prince Harry's house, revealed they split 83 days ago. Wait, what did you just say about Meghan Markle? Picture this. It's a quiet evening in Montecito, the kind where the breeze whispers through the palm trees, and the only drama should be whether to sip merlot or cabernet on the veranda. But not tonight. Not at Prince Harry and Meghan Markle's mansion. Because tonight, something wild is bubbling behind those $14 million gates. The kind of story that makes even the royals do a double take. Neighbors say Meghan Markle has been very busy. And not in the I'm making banana bread and writing children's books kind of way. More like entertaining a suspicious number of visitors, men, specifically, in Prince Harry's house. The kicker? They've allegedly been split for 83 days, and no one told us. Buckle up because this rabbit hole just keeps getting deeper. The 83-day secret. Where has Prince Harry gone? So, the question echoing through the sun-soaked hills of California is, where is Prince Harry? It's been nearly 3 months, yes, 83 days, since anyone spotted him around Montecito. No Instagram selfies from polo games. No royal Zoom calls. Not even a random TMZ clip of him grabbing a green juice.
Gone.
Vanished.
Poof.
Neighbors whispered he left after a blazing row with Meghan. Something about broken trust and multiple betrayals. Sound familiar? Kind of like déjà vu for a certain royal family member who once fled a palace herself. Could Harry really have packed up and left without a trace? And more importantly, why is no one talking about it? But wait, Meghan wasn't alone. Not at all. And that's where things get scandalously spicy. The parade of visitors. Not just Amazon delivery guys. At first, no one thought twice. Montecito is posh.
People have guests.
But when Meghan Markle's mansion started looking more like a nightclub after dark, the neighbors couldn't stay silent. One neighbor, let's call her Karen because of course, claims she saw at least 6 different men coming and going over just 2 weeks. Another resident said they overheard playful screaming and saw someone climbing the backyard wall shirtless at 2 a.m. I thought it was Prince Harry doing yoga, said one local dog walker. But then I realized that guy had blonde hair. Was Meghan just hosting late-night script readings for a rom-com audition? Or was something more physically demanding unfolding behind those mansion walls? Inside the mansion, a house divided.
Let's talk about that house.
The infamous $14.7 million estate that was supposed to be their sanctuary, their palace away from the palace. Apparently, it's now a war zone of passive-aggressive sticky notes and rearranged furniture. Sources say Meghan has renovated the guest house into her personal healing suite, complete with crystal therapy, sound bowls, and, yes, blackout curtains. Meanwhile, Prince Harry's side of the mansion, his sanctuary, his man cave, is reportedly untouched, like a frozen time capsule. His polo gear hangs on the walls, his books are still stacked by the bed, and a dusty photo of Diana sits beside a worn-out leather chair. Why hasn't Meghan touched his things? Is she holding out hope for his return, or is she just emotionally ghosting the memory of the man she once called H? Either way, the vibe is cold. And not just because of the marble floors. The celebrity men rumored to have visited. Plot twist or PR stunt. We're not here to name names, but okay, maybe just a few. Word around Hollywood is that a few very famous men have been spotted leaving Meghan's property. An actor known for his chiseled jawline. A former co-star from her Suits days. Even a tech billionaire who made headlines for dating actresses more than making apps. One of them was reportedly seen carrying a bouquet of peonies and a bottle of tequila as he exited the gates. Another was overheard saying, "She needs to stop talking about Harry in the middle of, well, you get the idea." So, what's really going on here? Is Meghan just leaning into her independence? Or is this part of a long-term plan to rebrand herself as the most talked-about single woman on the planet? We're not saying she's playing chess while everyone else is playing checkers, but the woman did marry a prince and escape Buckingham Palace. She clearly knows strategy. Is Meghan preparing for the next chapter?
Solo?
Let's be honest. Meghan's always had a flair for reinvention. She was a suitcase girl on Deal or No Deal, a paralegal on Suits, a duchess, a podcast host, a would-be producer, and now she might be adding single mom mogul to the resume. If the rumors are true and she and Harry quietly split nearly 3 months ago, that means she's been laying the groundwork for a dramatic relaunch. The mansion visitors? Maybe auditions. The new stylist seen entering last week? Maybe a photo shoot. The legal team visiting her home at midnight? Okay, that's definitely suspicious, but still. Meghan could be planning a book. A confessional docuseries. A romantic comedy loosely based on her own life. She might even pop up on the Kardashians. Don't act like you wouldn't watch it. But where does this leave Prince Harry? And what does it mean for their kids, Archie and Lilibet, who, by the way, haven't been seen publicly in forever? What this means for the royal family. Across the pond, you can practically hear the royal teacups shaking. If this split is legit, and the mansion drama is more than just Montecito gossip, you better believe Buckingham Palace is watching. King Charles has already been trying to clean up the monarchy's image. Prince William's got his own drama. And Queen Camilla? Well, let's not even go there. Let's be honest. Meghan's always had a flair for reinvention. She was a suitcase girl on Deal or No Deal, a paralegal on Suits, a duchess, a podcast host, a would-be producer, and now she might be adding single mom mogul to the resume. If the rumors are true and she and Harry quietly split nearly 3 months ago, that means she's been laying the groundwork for a dramatic relaunch. The mansion visitors? Maybe auditions. The new stylist seen entering last week? Maybe a photo shoot. The legal team visiting her home at midnight? Okay, that's definitely suspicious, but still. Meghan could be planning a book. A confessional docuseries. A romantic comedy loosely based on her own life. She might even pop up on the Kardashians. Don't act like you wouldn't watch it. But where does this leave Prince Harry? And what does it mean for their kids, Archie and Lilibet, who, by the way, haven't been seen publicly in forever? What this means for the royal family. Across the pond, you can practically hear the royal teacups shaking. If this split is legit, and the mansion drama is more than just Montecito gossip, you better believe Buckingham Palace is watching. King Charles has already been trying to clean up the monarchy's image. Prince William's got his own drama. And Queen Camilla? Well, let's not even go there. A high-profile Meghan and Harry breakup could be catastrophic. Or it could be the final nail in the "we're just a normal couple" PR coffin. But here's the juicy twist. Some insiders claim Meghan's visitor list was part of a plan to trigger Harry emotionally. One source said he wanted space and she gave it to him in the most public way possible. Savage? Or just self-preserving? Are we watching the fall of #Harkle? It started with love. A fairy tale. An engagement that defied tradition. A wedding watched by millions. And now, it might be ending with TMZ alerts, shirtless strangers, and 3 a.m. tequila deliveries. Is this really the end of Harry and Meghan, the couple once thought to be invincible? Or is it just a temporary pause while they figure out who they are outside of the royal echo chamber? We've all had messy breakups, right? Ones where you text someone you shouldn't. Ones where your Spotify playlist becomes a public cry for help. Meghan's just doing it on a global stage, with drone footage and Google Earth screenshots. The real lesson here: fame, freedom, and the price of being unfiltered. Meghan and Harry wanted to break free. They wanted to live without royal rules, take back their voices, and raise their kids in peace. But there's no such thing as peace when the spotlight follows you into your living room. Their story is a reminder. You can leave the palace, but you can't always leave the drama. So whether you're Team Meghan, Team Harry, or Team Please Let Archie Be Real, there's a bigger question here. What does freedom look like when everyone's watching? And when the fairy tale starts to crack, do you patch it up, or let it shatter and start writing a whole new story? Final thoughts, and a question just for you. So here we are, 83 days after the alleged split, and all we're left with is unanswered questions, eyebrow-raising visitors, and an eerie silence from Prince Harry. But let's be honest. You're not just here for the gossip. You're here because this story is weirdly relatable. The confusion, the chaos, The wondering if you should have just stayed home that night instead of inviting yet another mistake over for tequila and closure. The fallout we didn't see coming. Friends turned frenemies? What happens when love turns to loss, and the people you once toasted champagne with start whispering behind your back? According to sources close to the couple, the unnamed friend of a friend who once dog sat for them, the post-split social circle is just as messy as the breakup itself. Remember those A-list friends who went to bat for Meghan in the press? Well, a few of them have gone suspiciously quiet. One source spilled that a certain Hollywood power couple who once called Meghan family ghosted her completely. No replies, no texts, nada. Even Oprah, yes, the Oprah, has reportedly backed away, waiting to see which way the wind blows. And that's saying a lot coming from the woman who once hosted the royal couple's explosive tell-all under a blooming magnolia tree. But why the silence? Is it because Meghan's new lifestyle choices and visitor list are making people uncomfortable? Or are the friends just trying to avoid becoming collateral damage in the media storm that's about to hit? Sometimes when the glam fades, so do the plus ones. Meghan's PR machine. Crisis mode or calculated move? Don't be fooled. Every headline, every sighting, every anonymous tip has a purpose. And if there's one thing Meghan knows how to do, it's command attention when it matters most. In the past 2 weeks alone, Meghan's been seen at multiple power brunches with female CEOs and wellness influencers. Her team mysteriously leaked that she's considering a memoir. Yes, another one. Paparazzi just happened to catch her wearing a symbolic necklace about rebirth and resilience, framed perfectly in the afternoon sun. Coincidence? Or chessboard move? Let's not forget, this is a woman who managed to rebrand herself from cable actress to global icon. A divorce might be messy for regular folks, but for Meghan, it could be a PR goldmine. Is she setting the stage for a solo empire? Fashion line? Streaming deal? Speaking tour called Becoming Me Again? Don't act like it couldn't happen. What about the kids? Archie and Lilibet in the middle. Let's pause the popcorn and focus on something real, the kids. If Meghan and Harry really split 83 days ago, what's life been like for little Archie and Lilibet? Two toddlers caught between royal legacy and California drama. Reports say Meghan has kept them close. No nannies spotted lately, no public outings. One insider even claimed she's been overcompensating by baking heart-shaped pancakes every morning and holding meditation circles with baby-safe crystals. Harry, on the other hand, radio silent. There's no sign of him visiting or calling, or at least not that we know of. And that's where the worry creeps in. Could this get ugly? A custody battle? A media war? A heartbreaking court document filed under sealed records in LA County? If there's anything we've learned from celebrity splits, Brangelina, it's that nothing stays private forever, especially when billions of eyeballs are watching. Meanwhile, Prince Harry has reportedly checked into a secret location. Here's the latest. Multiple sources are claiming Prince Harry has been hiding out at a secret wellness retreat, somewhere far from Montecito, the spotlight, and Meghan's mystery men. A journalist from a UK tabloid even claimed he spotted Harry in disguise, sporting a beard, baseball cap, and sunglasses, entering a remote resort in Utah. And what do you do in Utah if you're a royal fleeing heartbreak? Apparently you detox. You hike. You talk to horses. And you journal your feelings with therapists named Sky and Birch. One leaked email from a staff member, totally unverified, but juicy nonetheless, claims Harry told them, "I just need to find my voice again, away from all of it." That line alone could be the title of his next memoir. But what happens when he returns? Will he want revenge? Reconciliation? Or something none of us see coming? Is divorce the end? Or the beginning? So, let's look at the bigger picture here. Prince Harry and Meghan Markle have weathered everything: royal exile, family feuds, press wars, Netflix scrutiny. But this latest chapter? This could be the one that changes everything for better or worse. If this is truly the end, here's what could happen. The titles go bye-bye. King Charles has allegedly considered stripping them of all remaining royal titles. A final, cold cut. Financial fallout. A divorce could get complicated with their shared deals, properties, and finances.